Hello, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Black Heritage On Spot podcast. We are honored to have with us today in our Bandit Book Reading Room, Mr. Jeffrey Peck. Thank you for stopping by here at Black Heritage Society. It is such an honor always to have you drop in and communicate with us. Also, just want to let them know that you are the great grandson of Dr. W.E.B. DuBois.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
We're so honored to have you
It's a
here
pleasure to be
today.
here today.
And you know what? We're going to be talking about voting. We understand that voting is so important. And with what our legislation they're doing with the SAVE Act and how that's affecting many, many people, just from your perspective and your history, can you share just a little bit of information about the importance of voting?
Yes, Miss Brewer. I've talked to many students across the country about the importance of voting, and I think many of us believe we're failing them in giving
Mm,
them accurate information on why it's important. We've heard, that so many people have died and fought to give us these rights. But I don't know that the youth really appreciate that the way that those who were probably born in the 50s and 60s do. So we've tried to look at it from a different perspective and how to enlighten the youth about the importance of voting. So
mm,
one of the things that comes to mind is when a particular party takes over, the types of laws that they put into place and how they affect the youth, the types of things that they're doing that affect them directly. Uh, I don't like to tell anyone who to vote for, but what I do like to influence is research into all the candidates that affect you, from the president on down to all your senators and your state reps and your judges, all those people that make laws that will affect you some shape, form, or fashion.
yeah.
And what we have found is that many people don't do the research, so either they don't vote or they vote for someone that is against the better interest of theirs. And so, what I encourage people to do, just like when you get ready to buy a car or you buy a home or you're looking for a city to move to, a job or a corporation to be employed by, you don't just jump into it, you do research. And I think we should put every bit as much effort into uh, looking into the people that we vote and researching them before we vote for them. And again, this isn't a video to support either party or any particular person. It's just a broad based video to say, do your research, vote for the people that align with your thought process, and take voting seriously because it can affect so many things in your life if the wrong person is elected. If you don't like wars, then you need to look into that person that you're voting for to see if there's someone that may start wars. If you don't like overtaxation or taxation of the middle class and the lower upper class, or I should say lower class people, and less taxation for people that are rich, then you need to really look into who you're voting for to see if that's what they align with. But at the end of the day, I've always believed that we should all pay our fair share of taxing based on our income. And if you believe that, then you need to look into whom your candidate is and what they believe in. As far as you know, religion and other things, uh, morality, in a sense. Most of us, I hope, have morals and care about people and care about programs that do things for people. I hear pastors say all the time that when Jesus was on earth, he was always looking out for people that didn't have the necessities that they needed. And so, if you align with that thought process, then vote for the people that will look out for people that need help. I remember clear as day the Clintons talking about how we wanted programs that would help the poor, but not necessarily take care of them and give them crutches for life.
Mm.
If you align with that thought process, then you need to look at your candidate and see if they're putting programs in to just help people so when they get on their feet, they can pay taxes and work and contribute to society, and people coming behind them can uh, take advantage of those same programs so that they can do the same. But these programs aren't designed to take care of people for life. They're designed to give people a helping hand in their worst times of life and in their circumstances. So there's so much to unpack when we talk about
Yeah.
the importance of voting. There's streets, there's buildings, there's uh, refurbishing schools, and there's teachers and firemen and police officers. There's a vast array of things that probably aren't thought about when you're thinking of a candidate and how they're going to affect your communities.
Yes.
And so from the people that represent you from your areas all the way up to your judges who are going to try people for crimes or allow people to be released after they've committed a crime and then they can go out and commit another one. There's so many aspects of voting that affect us that we probably don't take into consideration. So what I would like to see happen is a card developed that kind of gives you a jogger of the imagination of what is affected by voting and what uh, could happen or not happen based on the candidate that you choose. And I think the one thing that the kids today have an advantage on when I was coming through high school and college is that they have an internet that can give them so much
Yes.
information. We had to go and read a newspaper or a magazine or something that is related to government or politics, and now you just have so much information. So it being ignorant to what's going on is not really an excuse in today's time because there's so much out there. Now, what I have seen this particular group of people that are in office talk about is fake news and lies and misinformation, and so that's a real strong subject to talk about. Where do you get truths from? Where do you get the right information from? Some people trust the underground um, kind of what would I call when I say underground, I mean people that are not associated with Fox News or CNN or MSN or ABC or CBS. People that are selling the fact that they're doing background investigating that the regular news is not. I don't know that I can tell you that that's true or not, but I like to hear all of it. I like to hear all the different news networks and see how they align. And again, the internet kind of can take and compress all that. And now that we have
Mhm.
uh, AI, we have another whole can of worms. uh, AI consists of all the information that people put out there and they compile it together and try to give you a true answer when you go into, say, for instance, Chat
Yeah.
GPT or any of the others that are out there. And I find them to be pretty accurate most of the time. But remember, anything that's man made can have flaws. So it's just important for you to do as much research and don't put all your eggs in one barrel and say, I trust ABC, I trust CBS, I trust CNN, I trust MSN, I trust Fox News, whatever it might be. Be open to hear everyone out. And
That's
then,
that's
maybe
good.
you can get a pretty
Yeah.
decent answer to who all these candidates are and what they stand for, what they believe in.
We really like that analogy and how to go about doing the research. Here at Black Heritage, we want people to also look at the fact that, you know, these are social issues that we are concerned about. And we want, to stop the attack on our democracy, focus on stop voter suppression. We have people that are homeless. We like to think that we have empathy and compassion, eradicate poverty. It's so many of us that can help one another. Women's rights, healthcare, expand mental health policies, and open up doors of opportunities. Again, everyone deserves a helping hand, just like you were saying. I too had a helping hand. I graduated from Prairie View A&M as a nurse, but it was because of a grant opportunity that enabled me to get my license, my certification. And look at me today, rendering a helping hand. So thank you for joining our show today and just expounding on the different aspects of doing your research, going out there and getting the information, researching your prospective candidate, looking at AI as other options. But most important, just like you say here at Black Heritage, we say guard against misinformation,
Right.
twisted truth, lies, lawlessness, manipulation, and depravity. So, thank you for dropping in today and sharing with our community here at the Black Heritage Society. We are about the community, and we just want people to be informed and especially reach out to our young people today. So, Jeffrey Peck, the great grandson of Dr. W.E.B. DuBois. It's always a pleasure to have you.
It's a
Can you
pleasure to
give
be
us a
here.
closing statement for the community?
I would like to say in closing that it is important to care and love about your brother and your sister, your community, all those that have put us in this position that we're in today. And when we talk about Dr. Du Bois's views and visions, he cared about education. He cared about people having the necessities that they need. He cared about changing the world and making it better, not just for any specific group, white, black, Hispanic, or whomever. He wanted to change the world for all people, and he cared about everyone. And I think when we start shaping the world as we'd like to see it, we should keep in mind that things that we do can affect certain groups or all of us. And so let's do the things that will make life great and grand for everyone.
Oh, give me five. That was great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. So let's leave the world better than we found it. Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.